bankruptcy several times, and that's why this was where they wanted to make this four-season resort, just like what you want to do here. I don't think they knew it was going to be this successful when they started this. A big plus was the gentleman who owned the mountain at one time, and I think it's a wonderful way to do it. Is you go get one of the elders, the respected elders in town, and they walked around and they got us landowner permission. So we have 55 landowners give us permission, and it's a handshake. We have a written handshake agreement, basically. They get nothing out of it. We just extend our liability, and just like Maine, we have a very great state statute protecting a landowner with public use on private property. So they know that they're protected well. And if any landowner pulls out, they might be throwing the stockade in the middle of town. That's kind of the pressure now. We did lose a landowner this year. A guy from Texas bought some land, and he's just using where he's from. And he thinks it's a liability trying to sell his land. But we're educating him, and he's slowly coming around. We're going to get a little short section of trail back from him as well. But we don't have the big an area. We have a unique situation where our trails start right from the village, and they go out in different butterfly loops all around through town, so you can start and finish in the same place. And about the longest distance from our center, our trail system, it's 110 miles of trails, but by the crow flies, it's probably about 4 miles is the longest you really would go. So you can really concentrate a lot of trails. I showed you the maps. You can see some people that are, hiking trail people see it looks like we've overdone it, but you can put a lot of mountain bike trails in an area, a small area, and you can do them well and sustainably, and it really won't have no ill effect on the property if you manage and maintain them correctly. So, just like what you're looking for here, we're a non-motorized, multiple-use, four-season trail system. It's hiking. We're known for the biking. Running's a big trail. Running's going to be a big thing. We also have, in this winter, we run a 60-kilometer Nordic trail system, and for skiing, snowshoeing, and the newest thing is snow biking. So these people just can't get enough of the biking. They get these fat tire bikes, and they ride around on the trails. So we see that as a big growth opportunity there for the snow bikes. What's unique is these 55 landowners. I mean, I don't think there's too many places. I don't think in New Jersey you're going to see a Kingdom Trail system going on. And really, in the history, I was mentioning as well today that people were used to public recreation on their land, snowmobiling. Also, the Nordic Trail system, which is the precursor to our system, was there, and people were using it. So there was a framework for us to utilize here. And then once this takes off, a lot of these folks have been making. Some of them are inn owners, so it's a great way for them to make money, to bring people in all season. And we do bring more dollars to them during our 8-month open season for biking than they get in the snowmobile and ski season now. And this is our mission. It's pretty simple. We provide a trail system, and we try to stimulate the local economy. Early on, when I got here, I wrote a lot of grants. I got a lot of money from our Rec Trails grants. We still get money for certain projects, but we got a lot of help from foundations to basically pay for my time and to keep us going as an organization. Since then, with the amount of folks that we've had, we live off fees and dues, and of course, member donations. And we're going into this new world of downhill mountain biking. And we are now looking into getting industry sponsors. We really never looked to the bike industry for dollars, but now in that realm, we are starting to go there. The opportunities are greater. They like the photos, and they like so that's how we keep our organization alive. These pictures here were just taken a few weeks ago on our Columbus Day weekend. It was our busiest weekend of all time. We had 1,900 new people show up for those Saturday, Sunday. I think some of you guys were some of you guys here that weekend or the weekend before? Were you there that weekend? Yeah. So we have 110 miles, and we haven't really measured it in 2 years, but that's what we say. 110 miles of trails. It's a combination of single track, and for you that don't know, a double track, which are more cart roads. And the cart roads really are our Nordic framework. And we found that's worked out really well. If you have a series of cart roads or Nordic trails have loops. And so now you have, because the big thing that makes it successful is that we have trails for all levels of ability. What we see out there is a lot of guys in Vermont have these trails, and it's being built by the avid mountain bikers, and they're building trails that they like. And that's fine and dandy, because we started the trail system. It was getting to be a lot. They couldn't tune bikes because they were answering so many questions about Kingdom Trails. And at that time, Kingdom Trails was this tent and a chair and a cash box. And we just sold maps. And so these guys knew they had to do something. So they got together a strategic plan, and out of that was hiring a director. So in 2004, they pulled me away from the New York State bureaucracy, and I came to the Northeast Kingdom, which is, mentioned before, it's Vermonters, Vermont. It's the poorest region in Vermont, and that's what I liked about it. It was a community feel to it, and there was a lot there. It was just waiting. And I don't take the credit, but since I showed up, it's just taken off. But a lot of it, because it was right there, it was the right place. Things were changing. People were starting to talk about it, and now it's we bring a lot of folks to the region, and we've become I guess a little local power broker now. And people look to us. I was talking to the guys today. A few years ago, it was great. I was a bonus, and now I'm an expectation. So it's changed my job a little bit. I'm talking to way too many people too often around town about how I can get them more of the blame. But that's a great thing. That's exactly what we're supposed to do. So Burke, Vermont, small town, 1,700 people. It's actually one of the larger towns around. We have another town, we have a gateway town, Lindenville. It's a little manufacturing town. What was in town was this Burke Mountain. And in the past 18 years, Burke Mountain's been through 6 owners. It's gone through bankruptcy several times. And that's what this was, where they wanted to make this 4-season resort. You got to build trails for entry level, mid-level, and then expert. And actually, you start off with the mid-level, and then people will start coming, and then you can start building the other trails. But that's worked out very well. And a lot of our design of our trails, we're pretty fortunate there. We have really great soil. There's a great sand-clay mixture. So we can, in one area, we can build trails very easily, and they can be very sustainable. So that's to our benefit that's that way. But we still have to build it right the first time. That's the whole key to the whole thing is you can go build a trail, and if it's not a good trail, people won't talk about it. It's a very small world, this mountain bike world, and in our digital age, they get out there on their mountain bike forums when they're sitting in their cubicles and getting paid to write on their forums, I guess, and they're talking about mountain biking. And the word gets out. And so we mostly have a word of mouth marketing. And it works great. People come, the guys that come here, they go tell 4 people. They come, they tell 4 people. That's worked great for us. We've had a $100 marketing budget till this year. So it just, our growth has just worked on that. It's out there. There's social media, and then magazine articles. My old joke is every 4th mountain biker is a freelance writer, and I think they are, because people show up in magazines in my office and look, you're in this. Because it is a small world, and there's a lot of actual written magazines out there, and they're looking for stories. They're looking for new places, people to ride. And if there's a good story out there, they're coming, and you're going to get a lot of free publicity. It's out there. People are just waiting. They want places to ride. One difference that we do, and here's you guys all have a map. And this map is, we offer this free to our visitors. And basically the advertisements on the back of local lodging and restaurants pays for the publication of the map, but we just want to keep it free. It's out there. It's our main brochure. It says it all. We don't put it on our website. We just keep a paper one. And we make a new one every year and add trails to it. But the big difference, too, is people that do go biking around the country, they go to Fruta, they go to Moab, and you got to go find a local bike shop. I mean, I don't know, they might have better maps now. But the difference is with us, we'll go in and we will customize a route for you. We will make sure it fits your level of experience. We'll spend the time and talk